Hello and welcome. In this video we are going to be talking about present moment. And I love this one because for me, for years, I always had this vision in my mind about me chasing the white rabbit. I gotta go, go, go. I gotta do this and do that. And over time, I just started saying like, "Wow, I'm chasing the white rabbit," and looking at that whole pattern that I developed of this busyness of I've got to do this and have this to-do list. And many years ago, it hit me when I was looking at my calendar and I saw so many, everything filled up for like months. All the little boxes were filled in. And I thought to myself, like, wow, who created this? I did. Well, who can uncreate it? I can. And so over time, my goal was to have this calendar empty. So I started visualizing an empty calendar with nothing written on it. And I started like looking and not putting so many things on the calendar and making sure that I put myself on the calendar of the things that I love to do, because at that time I was, in a furniture business. My ex-husband and I had a furniture company, and I was always, focused on working and achieving and doing this, and I never had enough time to put me on the calendar. So I started taking more of the stuff that I felt obligated to do for money, so to speak, and I started putting myself on the calendar to the point where what did I like to do? I love to hike, so I put myself in the calendar and I make sure I hike every day or almost every day, or every day I do something that I absolutely love. But it takes time. So make sure the most important thing that you put on that calendar is what you love to do. And know that that is your work. Your work here on earth is to realize yourself as that immortal spirit and develop and your relationship with your creator, with remembering who you are. And that comes from doing something that you love, spending time in nature, or whether it's gardening or cooking or whatever you're creating. Make sure you put that yourself on the calendar and take some action every single day to spend time, even if it's a little bit at first, especially if you're not taking any time for yourself. Give yourself a measly 15 minutes, and then you're going to find every day you do that, you're going to want more, and then the universe starts opening up for you because you are holding yourself accountable for what you love to do. And when we look and understand present moment, everything is created right here, right now, from the present moment. So whatever you're thinking, wherever your thoughts are directed right now, that determines your tomorrow. That determines the future. So if we're living in the past and we're thinking about something that happened to us in the past, then we're constantly creating that in the future. So everything that you are creating right now by being in the present moment, that thought is going to materialize and create that experience in the future. So where are your thoughts? Analyze yourself. Where are my thoughts? And every moment, and when you're feeling, distress or anxious, or you just have a lot of this, like, oh, you start getting the adrenaline up, stop. Breathe from the lower belly and just be in the present moment of here and now. Because in essence, there is no time but the now. So when you understand this and you're creating from that moment of now, everything in your future will improve. And Sri Yukteswar says that when you're making this spiritual effort, everything in the future will improve. It has to. It's the universal law. And when we're understanding and participating and and practicing and taking this into our daily lives, all of these spiritual tools that I'm sharing with you, the more that you are conscious of it and creating from that present moment, you are going to see instant results because it is the law. And when we're working with that universal law and that force, by remembering we're not separate from it, whatever we are thinking is the universe reflecting and giving back to us. So look at your life. What are you creating right here and right now? Yes, that came from some thought that you had in your mind. So look at it, and if it doesn't feel very good, if it's uncomfortable, then look back and, well, what have I been thinking that may have created this, and consciously bring yourself back to the present moment of positive affirmation, positive thinking. And when you start finding yourself with a to-do list, we're going to die, and all of us are most likely going to have a to-do list. It's always going to be there, because that's a part of the universe. It's creation. It's always expanding, and we're a part of that expansion. But I challenge you to look at that list when you start getting anxious about feeling like you have to do everything. And there's a lot of times I'll look and I'll be like, now, do I really have to do all this? And like when I start rushing, and all of a sudden I realize, well, I don't really have to do that today. And I don't have to do this. And start crossing stuff off your list. But make sure that you put yourself first on the list every single day, because this is what is going to start changing your life, where you're not chasing anymore, but you are chasing after that supreme beloved God that is within yourself. And the more you're feeling that, the more you become it, and the more everything just becomes real. So the only time is the now. Create now, positive thinking, watch the inspirational videos, do EFT, constant affirmations, talking to yourself. Watch how you're reacting and what you're doing during the day, and have fun being in the present moment of now. Thanks for watching. Namaste.